Hello, Columbia, and welcome to City View, where we give you an inside view of the city of Columbia. I'm your host, Leisha Utsi. In our top story, we bring you Mayor Steve Benjamin's annual State of the City address. This year's address was delivered at Columbia College in the heart of North Columbia. Mayor Benjamin talked about the future of our city and also some of our recent accomplishments.
Ladies and gentlemen, we live in a time where all things are possible. From North Columbia Renaissance to the incredible things happening here on the campus of Columbia College, citywide wireless infrastructure, affordable housing, affordable higher education, from abolishing hunger to fighting sexual assault. The promise and possibility is right here before us. All we need to do is take hold. All we need to do is choose. We must choose each other. We have to choose a smart city, a seamless city, a city of infrastructure, innovation, and inclusion. We have to choose one Columbia that loves each other.
Well, as you can tell from the State of the City address, Columbia definitely has a very bright future. And speaking of our future, we also recently celebrated the first anniversary of Envision Columbia, City Council's vision statement. Our first anniversary was recognized on January 31st, 2018. In order to celebrate our anniversary, or our first anniversary for Envision Columbia, our Public and Media Relations Department developed a special first anniversary video. You can watch the full video on our YouTube channel, and also you can watch it on City TV. Also, various information was shared on all of our social media platforms to highlight Envision Columbia accomplishments during the year of 2017. We also highlighted Envision Columbia for our first anniversary on our website in order to share information with the public and on a global level. To learn more about Envision Columbia, visit our website at columbiasc.net. Also, a recent highlight was the recent swearing in for our recently re-elected mayor and city council members. Mayor Steve Benjamin, Councilman Sam Davis, Councilwoman Tamika Isaac Devine, and Councilman Daniel Rickerman were all recently sworn in for another term on City Council after recently being re-elected in November of 2017. Our city leaders are always engaged and active in our community, and that includes our city manager, Teresa Wilson. She recently spoke to students at Irmo High School about how they need to prepare for the future and for future success.
You know, you got to start telling your story and capturing all these wonderful things that y'all are doing, including the community service. That's what colleges are going to ask for. So I'm sure that's already happening, right? I mean, you guys have got to turn those things in. And I think maybe the more explicit you are about yourself and your characteristics that you bring to the table, the better. Like, sell yourself. Don't be modest.
And speaking of success, in order to continue the success of the city's Office of Business Opportunities, a new director was recently hired. Melissa Lindler has now started her new role as the director for the Office of Business Opportunities. She's new to her role, but she is not new to supporting economic and business development.
I love working with the city. I am a native of South Carolina and also a native of Columbia, South Carolina. So I'm excited about being a part of this great city and all the great opportunities that you have to provide to our citizens here. I have a lot of experience working with people, and I think that's really what drove me here. In this current position is that I really get to be back in the community working with people directly, helping them realize their dreams, and also giving them some direction and directing them to the right resources, training, and other opportunities that exist, not only within the city, but also at other organizations that we partner with.
And as we continue to focus on success, a successful city is also one that plans ahead. And speaking of that, Krista Hampton, our Planning and Development Services Director, talks about a recent public session that was held here with citizens in order to talk about zoning draft review and zoning changes for the future.
We have a series of stations instead of a presentation. We have a lot of information to provide to people about the new zoning code, and so we want them to have the opportunity to dive deep if they want to, or just walk around and get general information. There are a number of other opportunities for people to either have input or to learn about the code. Primarily, we want them to go to the project website. This is www.weplantogether.org. There you will find the entire zoning code as well as an opportunity to provide comments. So there's a comment link. We are accepting comments until March 1st, so we encourage people to look there. Within the next several months too, we'll be having separate meetings perhaps within the neighborhoods and the districts. So those will be announced on that website, so we ask people to sign up to receive notifications on that website as well.
And speaking of planning, recently a press conference was held to announce the launch of Amplify, which is a cultural planning process for the city of Columbia.
Columbia, we are here today by choice, not by chance. We stand here between this beautiful historic township auditorium behind us, in front of one of the most historic buildings in our state, representing the beautiful built infrastructure surrounded by people who have made a commitment to supporting our natural infrastructure, protecting our environment, but representing the most important asset we have, our human infrastructure. The people of this community. I see he's and she's and theys, and none of your business. But all of us representing us, We have one of the most incredible and talented artistic communities in the entire country right here in Columbia, South Carolina.
City of Columbia is always geared toward health and wellness and creating new avenues and different things that we can look toward. We really look up to Mayor Benjamin and all of his efforts in terms of physical and mental and health and wellness. And so we're definitely looking for the progressive state that the city is going in terms of health and wellness. So I think it's a really, really good thing that what we're doing.